So I would like to say hello and welcome you into this space to thank you for joining us, whether you are joining here live on the Facebook Live or listening to either the replay of the live on Facebook, or I'm also going to post it on YouTube. So welcoming all of you into this space and just saying hello. I'm Julia from Transmissions of Light, and we are here with this month's channeled oracle card reading for the Ascending Collective. And we also have an exciting offer from the Beings of Absolute Light, a channeled release session. We will be bringing through a series of these at the request of one of the members of this community. And so I'm also going to be sharing about that. But what we're planning to do is they've asked me to draw cards from 3 decks, and I'm going to share from 2 of the decks first. And those shares are going to be more message oriented. And then I'll go into the share about that release session. And then after that, the last deck that we will be sharing from is the Liquid Crystal Oracle. And then what will be taking place is that the crystals will be bringing through activations for the Ascending Collective at this time. So we will finish in that quiet space of meditation. So I'm just going to go ahead as we wait for people to get on, or if you are on, for you to get comfortable and draw the first cards. The first deck that they have asked me to work with this week is the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. And as I just get out the cards and start to shuffle them, I'm sure you've all been experiencing just the real amplification of the crystalline energy in these realms. Really is feeling very heightened now, and it is just taking a bit of a toll on the physical body. So make sure to be looking after yourselves physically as well, taking care of yourselves. Asking for what it is you need, allowing yourself to rest more than you usually would, and eating, the foods that your body is asking you to give to him or to her. Okay, so they have directed me to 2 cards from this deck, and the first of these being the Dawn, New Beginnings card. And as we all know, we are at the start of a new era. They said that is not actually their main focus in wanting to bring forth this card at this time. So I'm just going to tune in and see what it is that they want to say. By their meaning the beings of absolute light. Okay, so when we look at this card, it's almost like they're looking out of a window at the view outside, and they say that is gonna be the feeling that we are starting to embody as we look at events in the world, as this Ascending Collective, the Wayshower, the Lightworker community, the Starseed community. We are much more able to rest in that peace of calm and of peace and stillness and quiet inside. And so that what is going on over there, whether in our personal life or in the collective at large, has much less power to ruffle us than it does others within the collective. And this creates a sense almost that we are looking through a glass screen at what is going on as we remain in our very centered place of calm and quiet and presence. And not only is that what we are going to experience, they are also just indicating that that is the highest way, the optimum way to walk in the world in these times, allowing ourselves to observe rather than to get too pulled in and to emotionally tied to events that are unfolding, whether in our personal life or in the world. And so that is what they want to share from this card. Saying hi to Timo, lovely to have you on here. Thank you for being here, and also hi to anyone else coming in. So the next card that they have brought through is this Shaman card. And the words on this are ancient healing wisdom. And they are saying that the reason that they have brought this card through is because it really is time for us to connect to the ancient practices and the ancient knowings that our ancestors had, and to bring those forth in new ways that are better adapted for this, exceptionally modern world that we live in, but to bring balance to this age, which is very much all about machines and technology, by really deepening into our connection to the earth. And that is why they're saying there are so many of us, not only in this particular community, but in the light community at large, who, we have been shamans, we have been, very practiced in various spiritual traditions in others of our lifetimes, and we are coming in to just hold that connection and to be that presence of deep connecting in, and of respect and gratitude and love and awe for Gaia, in order to support her energy in these times when so much is becoming more and more mechanicalized. And actually this elder on the card here would like to share a short message, they are saying. So let's just tune in and also see what that is. Children of the new era of Earth unfolding at this time, it is with great joy in my heart that I greet you, for I know if you are called to listen to this transmission now, then you are one here to uphold values of love, of connection, of greater understanding and tolerance of one another. of respect for the earth, all her creatures, and the other beings in her realms. You are here to rediscover this ancient practice of connection to the higher soul aspect, bringing this through in this incarnation, that you may be of great service to all people of all tribes at this time. And this is the message from this elder, symbolically depicted on the card here. And so they are the two cards I've been asked to share from the first deck, and I'm now going to go to the second deck and also select cards from there. This deck being Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. As you can see, Thomas has also made his appearance to share his messages with us too. So just asking you to take a moment of presence as I lay out the cards, and then take the ones that I am guided to from this deck also. Okay, so they have guided me to 3 cards from this deck. And the first of these being this very powerful image of this Sword of Light card here. This is a great time of clearing and releasing. They wish us to know, and actually with this deck, also with this card in particular, they wish to perform an activation on our behalf to cut cords, and it is partly to cut cords to others that we have been in relationship with at previous times in our life, but it's also a sense of cutting cords to who we have been in previous parts of our life, so that we are really free and able to step more powerfully into this new era that we are currently walking in. So just inviting you to close your eyes. And Saint Germain coming in to work with his sacred violet flame in conjunction with Archangel Michael and his sword of light. And that energy will continue to be active within your fields for the next week, they're saying, whatever the current time reality you are watching this in. Okay, so the next card I was guided to was this Sirius Star Blessings card. And they are drawing my attention actually first to this in the clouds. It looks very much like there is an angelic figure here with the wings and then the head, and to the just presence of multifold numbers of angels, of galactics, of higher dimensional light beings supporting us at this time, and just very eagerly waiting for and asking for our greater connection to them, and asking us to really commit to this at this time, and to be having, you know, daily interactions with our guidance team, asking what it is that they require us to do to support in this grounding in of new earth at this time. That is the focus that they would like us to bring to our communications with our guide teams. So that's the message from this card. And then there was one last card that they had asked me to share from this deck. Wow, we had a really powerful lineup of cards today. This card is the Divine Matrix, and we can see we have the Flower of Life, sacred geometry there. And just tuning in and seeing what it is, what they want to bring in with this card. This actually, you know, rather than the sacred geometry itself, they're drawing my attention to this kind of swirl that is drawn around it, which just looks very much like the cosmos or the universe. And they're saying that like the layers of the multi-dimensional universe that we are living in are shifting much more at this time. They're much less fixed than they have been to this point, and it's much easier to even for them to be like turned completely upside down like this. And in that sense, it's much easier for us to jump from one of the timelines that we're on into a more quantum timeline, a more soul aligned timeline. So they do ask us to really be setting our intention to be aligned with the highest timeline that is available for us at any one time, and then to keep all of our senses in, including the extrasensory senses, really open to the signs, the messages, things that are repeated in threes and so forth that come in through the day, just to support ourselves as we are being guided into elevating into those higher timelines that are now available, they are saying. And so that is the first half of the card reading, and I would just like to share a few words about the channeled release session that we are going to be bringing forth on February 9th, which is a Sunday. Will be at 6 a.m. in ET. And 11 a.m. in the UK, I believe. Let me just check that. Yes, that's right. And on the web page, which I will put in the description below the video, you can also check out the time in your time zone. And what the first in this mini series of channeled release sessions is going to be focusing on is releasing the emotional patterning and attachments we have, and then also the mental patterning we have around a lack of self-worth. And the reason that they have decided to deal with this particular area first is they do see again, by they I mean the beings of absolute light, they see it of just real superlative importance in terms of us being able to claim and step into more of that divine inheritance that we are here to claim as ours in this lifetime, and to embody and to know ourselves in the experience of the multi-dimensional self. And they say that as we activate our self-worth to a greater degree, we are more able to conceive of ourselves as one with the divine essence. We stop having such a sense of separation, and that the divine essence must be, something that is above us or higher than us in some way, and start to be able to finally get it, to understand that we are a part of that divine essence, a unique spark of that divine essence. And as we really start to understand that on a deep and cellular level, they say then it really does support in accelerating our ascension timeline too. So this is the particular reason that they wanted to begin with this one. They see the timing for it as perfect, taking us to a deeper level of release around the lack of self-worth patterning, and a much higher embodiment of our self-worth, in that this is the time that we are really here to step into that embodiment of the divine self, of the sacred I am presence. And we do need to be activating a certain degree of self-worth and embodying that in order to really be able to do that, they say. So in this sense, they see this as the perfect time for us to really step up and claim our worthiness and our inherent deservingness. The exchange that we are asking for this session is $66, and there are many beings who have stepped forward to say that they are going to work with us in it. As I have said, I will put the webpage link under the video, so feel free to check it out there. But we will, just to tell you briefly, we will be receiving multiple clearings and release activations, including those on a karmic level. We will be receiving healings from Divine Source, from Krishna and Ganesha, from the angels and archangels, from the energy of the pyramids, from Merlin, from the Lady of the Lake, and from the Lemurian crystals and the crystals of Ascended Gaia, amongst others. They are giving the sense that there are going to be still more beings coming in to work with us. For example, right now, Archangel Michael and Saint Germain are saying that they want to also come in. So it really will be a truly transformational session, I hope, and I really look forward to seeing those of you who this speaks to there. And last, for today's channeled oracle card reading, they want to work with this liquid crystal oracle. We have worked with this on occasions, tending to work with individual cards. It's a little bit unusual today, because what is happening is that all of the cards are stepping in to say that they all want to transmit their energy to us in a powerful upgrading of our physicality on a cellular and DNA level, to really support us in connecting with and making that quantum jump to our own personal highest ascension timeline at this time. And they're saying it's just going to be a short activation in terms of what we will be doing here during this Facebook Live, but that the energy will continue to work in people's fields for anything between 3 to 8 weeks. So once again, just inviting you to close your eyes. Connecting through the breath and just feeling yourself fully present in this moment. And the dragons also stepping in to work with the sacred crystals from this deck. So just inviting you to stay in that energy for as long as feels good to you. I am Julia from Transmissions of Light, channeling beings of absolute light, and as always, it's been a pleasure and a joy to connect with you today. Thank you so much for your presence here on this page, on this channel, and for your presence, especially on Gaia at this time. With much love and light to all, Julia.